down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend homie. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line,
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lance looking to throw it. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 26 yards. And the Niners will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Handoff comes to Hyde. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On second down, Hyde. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Play action, now it's Lance. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 31 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Returning it, John Ross. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's to the right side. Complete to Kittle. Touchdown! 49ers! George Kittle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Ross to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On first down, Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And now here's Ross.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
First down, a run with Hyde. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers! A great effort there. 52 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. The point after is good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, certainly don't want to power on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On play action, Lance. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. And able to haul it in as Kittle pushes him over. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Hyde. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers continue to roll. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Ross to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to air one out. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe could expect more passes like that downfield. Jones on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And now here's another interception. picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught at the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. And we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run it again with Hyde. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. They'll run. Hyde. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Lance going to sneak it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Lance going to sneak it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, look, this is is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great...
And now here's another interception. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.